Students, once again I welcome you all to this online theory classes. Students, in the previous video I already discussed about what are reducing sugars and what are non-reducing sugars, and also how the test is performed for identification of reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars by using tolerance reagent, Benedict reagent as well as Fehling solution. Right, students, in this video I am going to discuss one more important concept that is related to glucose. Now the detailed study of glucose, very important. Students, I think you already know what is the formula of glucose. As molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6, right? As this one is glucose. It contains 6 carbon atoms, 12 hydrogen atoms and 6 oxygen atoms. Now the introduction part of the glucose. Students, glucose, or commonly it is called as sugar, it is an important energy source. Remember, glucose, it is one of the important energy source that is needed by all the cells and organs of our bodies. Means this glucose is very important to all the cells and organs which are present in our body. Some examples: our muscles and brain, right? Glucose or sugar, it comes from the food what we eat. ಈ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಯಾವ ಮೂಲದಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸು ನಾವು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತಹ ಆಹಾರದ ಮೂಲದಿಂದ ಇದು ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಕಾರ್ಬೋಹೈಡ್ರೇಟ್ ಸಚ್ ಆಸ್ ಫ್ರೂಟ್, ಬ್ರೆಡ್, etc. are the main source of glucose. ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಆಹಾರವನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ ಆ ಆಹಾರದ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. These foods are broken down into sugar in our stomach and then absorbed into the blood stream. Remember students, if you want to know more about this glucose word, it is taken from Greek word, means sweet. Remember, it is a type of sugar you get from food what you eat, and your body uses it for energy. Students, remember, it travels through your bloodstream to your cells. It is called blood glucose or blood sugar. Remember, glucose, it occurs in nature in a pre-state or combined state. This glucose, it is available in nature in pre-state or combined state. The maximum quantity of glucose occurred in grapes. Remember, the maximum quantity of glucose is available from grapes. Therefore, this one is also called as grape sugar, as it is mainly available from grapes. Therefore, glucose is also called as grape sugar. Yes. See the given points here. Glucose is the most common carbohydrate. Yes, this point is right or not? Yes, glucose is the most common carbohydrate, because when we see the concept related to the carbohydrates, the first thing is glucose. Therefore, it is one of the most common carbohydrate. Glucose is also called as blood sugar. Remember this point. Glucose, it is also called as blood sugar. It circulates in the blood at a concentration of 65 to 110 milligram per 100 ml in the blood. Yes, this is one of the theoretical point. Means glucose is essential for our body. Glucose is an important fuel for contracting muscles throughout the body. It is very important. Students, normal glucose metabolism is vital for health, means it is very important to us. Glucose enters the muscle cell via facilitated diffusion through the GLUT4 glucose. GLUT4 glucose means this point clears glucose is an essential carbohydrate to the living things. As definition of glucose, remember students, this glucose comes under monosaccharides, right? These monosaccharides are also called as simple sugars. Therefore, the simple sugar, which one is the simple sugar here? Glucose. Glucose is the simple sugar. It serves as a main source of energy in our body. Yes, it serves it is one of the main source which gives energy to the body. ಈ ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಹಕ್ಕೆ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ಕೊಡುವಂತಹದ್ದು ಮೇನ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್. Students, glucose is the principal sugar the body makes. The body makes glucose from proteins, fats, and in largest part through the bloodstream. Usually this glucose is body is taken the glucose from proteins, fats, etc. Students, glucose is carried to each cell through bloodstream. As you remember, glucose, its molecular formula is C6H12O6, and it is one of the main source which gives energy to the body, right? Cells, however, cannot use glucose without the help of insulin. Remember, insulin, it is one of the hormone which regulates the blood sugar level in the body. As insulin, it is one of the hormone which regulates the blood sugar level in the body. Glucose is also called as dextrose. Why this one is also called as dextrose? Because when we pass the plain polarized light to glucose solution, then it turns then it shows clockwise deflection, right? Therefore, this one is also called as dextrose because it turns the plane polarized light to clockwise direction. Students, next another point, methods of preparation of the glucose. How we prepare the glucose? By using sucrose and by using starch. In that, first I take preparation of glucose from sucrose. Students, remember, sucrose is also called as cane sugar. Sucrose is also called as cane sugar. By using sucrose, how we prepare the glucose? That is the point. Remember students, when sucrose is boiled with the dilute HCl or H2SO4, as during this process usually hydrolysis process undergoes, then we get the equal quantities of glucose and fructose. Remember, sucrose, when it is boiled with dilute HCl or H2SO4 in alcoholic solution, glucose and fructose are obtained in equal amounts. Remember the concept? When sucrose is boiled in presence of dilute HCl or H2SO4, undergo hydrolysis, gives equal quantities of glucose and fructose. You know sucrose formula, that is C12H22O11. As remember the molecular formula of sucrose, it is C12H22O11. That is this sucrose. When it undergo hydrolysis, means addition of H2O in presence of dilute HCl or H2SO4, it forms the equimolar mixture of glucose and fructose. You know formula of glucose is C6H12O6 and fructose, its molecular formula is also C6H12O6. But remember, glucose is an example for aldose sugar, fructose is an example for ketose sugar, because it contain aldehyde group and fructose contain ketone group, right? Yes. ಈಗ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸುಕ್ರೋಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಸುಕ್ರೋಸ್ ನ ಅಣುಸೂತ್ರ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತದ, C12H22O11 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 12 ಕಾರ್ಬನ್, 22 ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್, 11 ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕೂಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನಾಗ್ಯದ, ಸುಕ್ರೋಸ್ ಆಗ್ಯದ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಹೈಡ್ರಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ಗೆ ಒಳಪಡಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸುಕ್ರೋಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ವಾಟರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗೆ ಒಳಪಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದರ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ದೊಳಗ, ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈಲ್ಯೂಟ್ HCl ಆರ್ H2SO4. HCl ಅಥವಾ H2SO4 ನ ಸಹಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗೆ ಒಳಪಡಿಸಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕದ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ, ಇಕ್ವಿಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದೊಳಗ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಫ್ರುಕ್ಟೋಸ್ ಕಂಡು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಎಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್. ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಧಾನದಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕದ, ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ಯದ. ಹೌ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಸುಕ್ರೋಸ್. When sucrose undergo hydrolysis in presence of dilute HCl or H2SO4, we get glucose. Is next another one method, preparation of glucose by using starch. Remember students, starch, it is an example for polysaccharide, right? Yes, starch, it is one of the storage polysaccharide present in plants. Starch. Yes, when that starch undergo hydrolysis, then we get the glucose. That is the point. So I taken one point, preparation of glucose by using starch. Glucose is formed by hydrolysis of starch. See here, you know general formula of polysaccharides, usually C6H12O5N. Yes, this one is the starch formula. Yes, starch, C6H12O5. This one is starch, right? When it undergo hydrolysis, hydrolysis means addition of water, but here I taken N, means N number of moles of water molecule, right? When starch react with N number of moles of a water, then we get glucose. Number of glucose units, C6H12O6, it is the formula of glucose, right? But here N number of glucose units are formed. N number of glucose units are formed. When N number of glucose units are formed, when starch undergo hydrolysis. Remember students, when starch is boiled with dilute H2SO4, usually this reaction takes place at 393 Kelvin temperature. Then hydrolysis takes place and forms number of glucose units. Yes, this is about preparation of glucose. Yes, see here some physical properties of this glucose. Yes, for your theoretical means theory exam, these physical properties and chemical properties are not important, but these are very useful for your CET and NEET examination. So just remember the points. Okay, now physical properties. Students, glucose, it is one of the colorless solution, means glucose solution is colorless, and when you observe the solid substance of glucose, it appears in a white color, means it is one of the white powder, right? Next, crystallized from water solutions. Yes, alpha glucopyranose, beta glucopyranose and beta glucopyranose hydrate. Usually alpha glucopyranose and beta glucopyranose, these are the types of glucose. Yes, the structure and detailed study of this alpha glucopyranose, beta glucopyranose we will study later. ಮುಂದೆ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಫಾ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಪೈರನೋಸ್, ಬೀಟಾ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಪೈರನೋಸ್ ಅದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದ, ಅದ್ರ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಏನು ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಈಗ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಅದರದ ಭೌತಿಕ ಗುಣಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ನ ಭೌತಿಕ ಗುಣಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗದ ವೈಟ್ ಪೌಡರ್ ಅಂತ ಕಂಡು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಪಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತದೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಅದು ಕಲರ್ಲೆಸ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅನಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. Solubility, yes, it is easily soluble in water. Which one? Glucose. Glucose, it is easily soluble in water. Then it is easily soluble in acetic acid also. If you take some solvents, it is easily soluble. Students, remember when we observe the optical activity of glucose, it is an dextrorotatory, because when we pass the plane polarized light to glucose solution, it deflects via clockwise direction, right? Students, remember which type of compound shows optical activity, or what are the conditions which shows the optical activity. Remember, the asymmetric carbon atom containing compound shows optical activity, right? ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತದ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಅಂತ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೋರೊಟೇಟರಿ ಅಥವಾ ಲಿವೋರೊಟೇಟರಿ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ the optical activity of glucose, it is an example for dextrorotatory substance, because it turns the plane polarized light to a clockwise direction. Yes, here they given optical activity, it is one of the dextrorotatory because it rotates the plane polarized light clockwise. And you know its molecular mass is 180.16 gram per mole. Remember, this one is very important because you know glucose formula C6H12O6, right? If you individually sum the mass of particular elements, then it becomes 180, right? As melting point, alpha D glucose, it is 146 degrees Celsius, and beta D glucose, it is 150 degrees Celsius. What is this alpha and what is this beta form? These alpha and beta, the name is given according to the structure of particular glucose, right? As we will see later, the structure of glucose. Next, chemical properties. Students, when glucose it oxidizes to yield energy, it is right. Glucose, when it oxidizes, then it yields energy in the form of ATP, and also water and CO2 it produced. Glucose it broken to produce lipids and amino acids. What happens when glucose undergo breaking? They form lipids and amino acids. means glucose when broken down it forms lipids and amino acids. The detailed study of amino acids also we'll see later. Students, glucose, it shows valent reaction with the sodium peroxide and potassium nitrate, because when glucose it reacts with sodium peroxide or potassium nitrate, it catches fire or it forms a big fire. Yes, glucose is one of the simple sugar easily broken down by the body, means it easily gives energy to the body. Yes, next another point, glucose. It is chemically it is stable because it contains ring form structure. This ring form structure gives more stability to the glucose. Students, glucose level, it is regulated by one of the hormone, that is insulin. Remember, insulin, it is one of the hormone which regulates the blood sugar level in our body. As glycosylation process is observed in presence of glucose, because when glucose is added to the lipids or proteins, glucosylation takes place. Next, phosphorylated to reduce diffusion in cells. Glycogenolysis, breakdown on glycogen into glucose. Yes, these are some processes. Yes, read carefully. These are important for your CET and NEET point of view. Yes, students, in the next video, we will see very important concept, structural elucidation of glucose. It is not a simple concept. It requires at least 1 hour for explanation. Therefore, we will see in the next class what is this structural elucidation of glucose. Yes, remember students, this structural elucidation of glucose, it gives the evidence for the structure of glucose. ಈ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ ಎಲ್ಯುಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್, ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟು ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಹಿಂದೆ ಕಳೆದಂತ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಒಳಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇದನ್ನ 3 to 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ಹೌದಾ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನದ, ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಗುಂಪು ಅದಾವ, ಎಷ್ಟು OH ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅದಾವ, ಅಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. Okay students, in the next video we will see about structural elucidation of glucose. Thank you.